And a jolly good morning to you from an absolutely beautifully scorching hot August morning here on the west coast, emphasise west coast of Minorca here in Spain, as I did a video yesterday, and for some reason, not quite sure why, in my mind I was saying west and the word east kept coming out of my mouth. Not quite sure why I did that, so I'm going to strongly emphasise the word west end of Minorca, outside a hotel called the Globales Binimar. Globales being a hotel chain, Binimar being the name of this particular one, and it would seem that if you're on all-inclusive at this hotel, you also get access to a nearby water park, which, if I'm understanding things correctly, is owned by the Globales group. It certainly would give you that impression looking at some of the reviews on Google. So I'm just going to take a little walk. They suggest you either take a bus or get a taxi there, but it's not that far. I'd say about a mile, 15-minute walk. So I'm going to do that today, see what that's like, see what we see along the way as well, and just enjoy a nice little stroll out here. Of course, if you've got a car hire, you will be able to drive there, but there's nothing quite like a nice walk in the sunshine, is there? So that's what I'm going to do this morning. Incidentally, it's as I mentioned just then, the entrance to the water park is included in your all-inclusive at that hotel. However, the food and drink options at the water park are not part of your all-inclusive. So basically it's just free tickets to get in. Anything you eat and drink when you're there, and or rental of any equipment you're there, such as sun loungers, will be on you. So just to make that clear, when you bandy the word all-inclusive around, sometimes it can give the impression that literally everything is included, and it rarely is. And I just see a lot of people waiting at the bus stop over there. You can get buses to numerous places throughout the island from here, and presumably that's where you would get a bus down to the water park. It's pretty warm today, and if you've got small children and lots of paraphernalia, it might be the only viable option, to be fair. This little resort area is quite nice. It's got all the usual sorts of stuff, a few supermarkets and kind of outlet store there, selling branded stuff at cheaper prices. I'm assuming they're legitimate goods and not knockoff, but who knows? Certainly not me, and I shan't be going to look either. Top markets. Of course, you could also rent one of those, I don't even know what you call them actually. I wanted to say, I don't know, what do you call them? Bikes for probably 4 people there, 2 steering wheels at the front, lots of pedals, and then like these kind of go-karts here. It's like a kind of a mini go-kart track just there. It's not open. Children's play area. Some signs just there. Cala Piques, Cala Forcat, Cap de Baños, Baldes, Zeret. Not quite sure how you pronounce that. Probably will take that route back, which I think will probably take me down to the little beach down there, and have a look at that on the way back, because as I say, the walk to the water park isn't actually all that far. I actually think I came here many years ago. I certainly came when my children were young to a water park in Minorca, and this one looks very similar but it is a long time ago now when that happened, so I'm sure things have changed. Nice to see a great big sundial there, and it's telling the right time as well. As I say, it's actually a Monday morning, and it's just gone 10 o'clock, and as the shadow shows on there, I'd say that's saying about 20 past 10, which is in fact what it is. If it was winter, it's actually 20 past 11, so obviously the daylight saving time hour ahead for summer hasn't been taken into consideration with the sundial. There's the bus to Ciutadella, which I should be getting on in the next few days and having a little look around that town. As I say, I've been there before a long time ago. I remember it being a really nice place to go, and looking forward to going back there. And the market, top markets here, get your cheap booze and cigarettes and stuff. Got the English newspapers there. There's a German one. I think I can see a British one. Don't think I've actually bought a newspaper for 10 years at least, maybe longer, and certainly not while I've been abroad at exorbitant prices. Used to be the only way of finding out the football scores back in the day. Used to hunt around for a newspaper or wait for someone that had arrived from the UK that day into the hotel you were staying at and collar them. Did you bring a paper with you? How did Man United get on? Blah, blah, blah. Nowadays, it's click, 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 and you've got it all to hand without batting an eyelid. And things have changed so much. I'm just coming up to the Aqua Centre now. It's just around this corner. I can in fact see another Globales hotel, so I get a feeling it might be attached to that. Water park, here it is. In fact, here's the entrance. And that was from the Binimar Hotel. That was what, 10-minute walk maximum, and you're in. Just going to take a little walk around the side of it. The Google Maps actually sends you round this corner. I don't know if that's to do with where you can park or whatever, but I'll take a little walk around this way anyway and have a little see. There we go. The almost obligatory and ubiquitous Irish pub. And the only thing I can think of great value in an Irish pub, just about any town, place or wherever you go in the world, is that you should be able to get yourself a pint of Guinness or Murphy's, possibly both. Other than that, it's just a bar, isn't it? With dubious theming, I always think. But if you like that sort of thing, great. Some quite nice apartments down here. And for reference purposes, for those of you that know this part of Minorca, well, you would already know this anyway, where the water park is, but it's right next to the Globales Hotel Delphinis, which is directly opposite. And not sure if that's an all-inclusive hotel or not. The water park's right nearby, and I can just see the big slides over the top of the hedge. I have to say I do like a water park, but you are almost guaranteed to get extremely frazzled and burned if you don't take suitable precautions. Just looking in there, it doesn't look too full up with people at the moment. A bit of music playing in there just to jolly things up a bit. Can't really see in from the outside, which is probably a good thing, really. I'm just going to carry on a circular from here down to Cala Piques. I've not been there before, at least I don't think I have. I've been to quite a few different places around this beautiful island at different times, but Cala Piques is not one of them. In fact, there's another Globales hotel there. Seem to be in plenty of them here. I imagine that's right on the seafront, so I'm going to be doing a circular of that. May even just pop in the hotel there, and that's good to see. Some making good use of this fantastic Spanish sunshine, of which they certainly have no shortage of. With the solar panels there. You'd be crazy not to have a solar panel in Spain. Even if it's just to keep your pool warm, or give you some shower water to shower with every single day. Britain, maybe not quite such a radical idea, although it does sunshine in Britain sometimes. Carrera de Madrid. So another big market over there. I'm going to take this, this road appears to be a bit of a loop. Signposted Mirador with a little camera on it, so that's always a good sign. It's going to be a nice view to see. And presumably this road does a big loop around the hotel and back where I've just, that road I've just passed behind me. Right. You know, I'm going to take the green zone. Descent. Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to take the green zone. I'm not quite sure why I want to take that one, but it's got an arrow pointing to the beach down this way. So, oh, yeah. Little gecko. Are they called geckos? Basking in the sun until I came and disturbed him. Yeah, this was signposted as not suitable for, well, anyone with mobility issues, or if you've got small children with pushchairs and things. It's a little bit like the path I went down yesterday, down to the small inlet bay beach. I'm not really quite sure what it's called. It was a little bit like this to get down to it. Presumably the sign there was suggesting to go the other way if you have got mobility issues. I can hear the sound of the sea actually down there. This is nice and cool actually in here. Glad I came this way. Plenty of foliage up above. Yeah, this is taking me to Forcat by the looks of it, which I thought I'd been to before, but looking at it on the map I'm not so sure. Maybe it's just one of those places I've seen the name of many times and it's morphed its way into me having been there, but I'll probably recognise it once I get there. But it's looks like a very small beach with a long picturesque inlet. There's quite a few of those like that here in Minorca. Very, very picturesque coastline actually. Interesting rocks. What that was. Sort of man-made. I don't know. There's a sign here actually, just noticed that. Ah, the shrines of Cala Piques. In this part of the rock at one side of the ravine that leads into the cove, there is a group of 6 man-made niches or shrines, which are rectangular shaped and with a rounded upper part. Part of the monumental ensemble is probably lost, as can be seen in its 2 ends, especially at the end to your left, and on it goes. I'm sure if you come down here, amazing what you suddenly come across and you just go out for a random walk. Incidentally, all my walks are fairly random. I don't do much homework on where I am and what I'm going to see. I normally just pick a place to do a circular walk or a to B walk, going back on the train or bus or something back to where I started, and just waffle on about what I see along the way. And here we come to what looks like it's going to be an absolutely beautiful bay or inlet. That's what I call a little beach. I wouldn't go as far as calling it private, but it's certainly a beach. There's the other third Globales hotel. I don't know what one that name has. Forcat, I guess, something like that. This is certainly where we are now. What an absolutely beautiful bay. Obviously it's had a little bit of work done on it to make it accessible. Oh, wow. I thought I was going in then. That caught me by surprise. That would have been a quick end to the video. Absolutely stunning place. Imagine back in the day you had to sort of clamber around the rocks to get around here. A few people snorkeling. Looks lovely to swim in here as well. Beautiful crystal clear water. Oh, wow. Hey, airboat. Look at this. And what a lovely place to have your hotel as well. There's a few people up there at the top. Imagine there's a pool up there. Somewhere. In fact, there's a pool over there because I can see the pool shields that they seem to have round them a lot now in Spain. And then you've got this to come down to for a swim. Looks quite shallow just over there as well. I can see people in that section, more people over there. This guy just jumping in, there he goes. Hey, look at that. Beautiful. And then those villas up there as well, presumably available to rent. If I was going to live on Minorca, I think here would be, this part of the island would be where I'd want to be, and in one of those villas up there. So better keep saving up. Just randomly taken a set of steps. Absolutely no idea where they lead to. There was a gate just back there. That there was no sign saying no entry. Look at that. Truly beautiful. Even in the heat, even in the peak of summer now, it's not particularly busy here. Or crowded, I should say. There's a few people about, but it's not. It's not overwhelming with people. Oh, geckos galore out here. Oh, a beautiful one. Oh, I didn't quite catch that guy. Heading on in. And down to another little bay here. Absolutely gorgeous. Now you do have to watch your footing on these very uneven rocks, because one wrong move and before you know it you could be over the edge. This little path basically gives you access to some of these villas just up on the top, and also down to this other little inlet. These are fantastic in Minorca. They're really pleasing on the eye. Guys are going diving. Those guys are just making sure it is deep enough to jump in. Wise move, wise move. There he goes. Hey. Last thing you want to do is dive into water where it's not entirely clear how deep it is and you end up in hospital. There you go. There's another one. So come on, guy number 3. They're accompanying ladies 1, 2 and 3. No, guy number 3 is going to climb in. No, he's not. He's going to jump in. No, he's not jumping in. You can have a go. Come on. Come on, you know you want to. No, they're going to all climb in, aren't they? 2 out of 6 ain't bad, I suppose. Oh, hang on a minute. No, guy number 3 did go in. So it's just the ladies now who are climbing in. Right, good. Oh, a beautiful part of the island this is. Right, I'm going to take a punt and try and get round to the other side there, to the place where they were jumping off, and walk round, hopefully, back towards the front of the hotel and carry on in that clockwise circular walk. Pretty much back to where I started, near the water park. And then I'll call it a day for today. But look at that for a tiny beach. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 people there, and room for probably about another 7 or 8. There's a load of flat concrete areas been set up here for you to sunbathe on. Not the comfiest, I don't find, but I suppose if you bring a blow-up lilo or very, very thick beach towel, then it'd probably be okay. But what a fantastic setting, all the same. And here's I suppose that's the ultimate tiny little beach of your own, isn't it? If you can squeeze yourself in there. But a bit more of a beach just along here. Absolutely stunning. And quite a lot more people just here as well. There's plenty of room, and look how calm and shallow it is for the little ones to jump about in there. No big waves going to knock them over.
No days. Italian job looking one.
You need to be able to climb steps and walk on fairly uneven surfaces to come here. Feeling we're almost actually in the grounds of the hotel here, but that's fine. I'm sure they don't mind. I'm staying at one of their sister hotels, a few mile or so away from here anyway. Not many playing crazy golf. I guess that's something you do in the evening when it's cooled off a bit. Right, I'm going to start heading back now to where I started and call this video a day. Hope you enjoyed this video of some beautiful little corners of Minorca, and I'll head directly back to my hotel because there's a nice coffee with my name on it waiting there. And if I see anything of interest along the way, I shall add it to the video before I call the proper end to it once I get back there. Hotel, actually, this Globales hotel. It's got a huge car park and with coverage for put your car under. And it's even got EV charging points and a bus stop right outside. Very well appointed. And I'm going to take this route back. I'm not even sure if it's the correct way, but I'm going this way anyway, because it looks like there might be a nice view just over the top there. Right, that's the of course there's always someone making a noise when I try and do these things. Almirante Farragut Globales hotel. Looks very nice actually. Oh yeah. No, lovely beautiful breeze now. I'll tell you, those bays, as beautiful as they are, there's very little in the way of breeze down there, and it was hot. I am dripping now. Up here, up on the top of the cliffs, there is a beautiful breeze blowing, and I'm just going to Google Maps myself back to my base hotel now, and we'll see what we see on the way. Well, Google Maps wants to send me along the roads, sort of up there in a kind of a straight line. It's only about a 15-minute walk, but I can see on the map a pathway of sorts that kind of hugs the coast. So what's the fun in walking along a road when you can walk along an uneven cliff top? As I say, it's probably not ideal for those with small kiddies, pushchairs, or anyone with mobility issues, but if you've got a half decent set of shoes on, this isn't too bad at all. And I think I'm going to come out next to the beach where I walked down to yesterday on yesterday's video, and should see the hotel just over there. As I say, it's not very far away, but the views once I get around this corner will be far superior to walking along what amounts to a residential area. And it's nice fresh air up here as well. Fabulous. Looks like a bit of a wasteland. It's not really. It's just that it's just kind of just how it is. And I'm guessing all this to the side of me was like this at one time as well, before they put these villas and apartments. Yeah, right. So your intrepid explorer gets it completely wrong again. What appeared to be, I just used the Go Jauntly app, which isn't for use in Spain anyway, it's for the use in the UK. I believe it does have one or two overseas walks loaded onto it, but certainly not here. I believe the line that I thought was a footpath is actually a line of latitude, or what do you call it, height above sea level, probably 20 metres or something like that. So I've got to sort of kind of make my way over there now, or double back on myself. So yeah, probably not the smartest thing I've done today, but I'm going to just make my way down here, and I'm basically heading right the way over the other side of that inlet there. So unless I see a road going off to the left, or a proper footpath, I'm going to have to go back up there and take the road that I chose not to take in the first place. Here we go. Stop filming for a minute, otherwise there's going to be an accident here. Just had to climb up a very unstable pile of rubble to get back on the road. I should have just stayed on it in the first place, but there you go. Gosh, so, yeah, that nice coffee's going to go down well when I get back. Right, so it's going to be this, I think, most of the way back now, so I'll come back to you at the end if I don't see anything of interest beforehand. So I'm back to the roundabout with the sundial on it, and should be showing an hour or so later, I think. That's roughly how long I've been ambling about here, as I just take this road down here back towards the hotel. Let's just see what time it says now. Yeah, so it's coming up to about 11:20, which is of course 12:20 local time, Spanish summertime, whatever they call it here. And as if by magic, and still under crystal clear blue skies, we are back at the Globales Binimar. I need a drink, and thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, then please, if you wouldn't mind, click the like button. If you want to see some more stuff like this, I've got loads of videos in and around the UK, around places in Europe, and also further afield from Europe. So if you're interested in this kind of very unprofessional, haphazard way of making YouTube content, then click on there. If you didn't like it, then don't, because if you found this by accident, it's probably the last time you'll find it, unless you ask for some more. So there we go. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you all again in the next one. Cheers for now.